Keynes argued that actually society as a whole cannot save for its future in financial terms. The only way to save for the future of society as a whole is in real terms, in the real plant and equipment and skilled and trained workforce, educated workforce. Those are the only ways to save for our future retirement. So just think of it this way. Let's just imagine we were able to sock away trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars to take care of retirees 20 or 30 years down the road. The problem is really not the dollars. The problem is, will we have enough productive capacity to produce the stuff that they're going to need to buy with those dollars? Because if we don't, all those dollars will do is raise the prices of the limited amount, the insufficient amount that we have to take care of retirees. And trying to build up that sinking fund of trillions and trillions of dollars by having everyone save now means we will not have the productive capacity, because firms have no incentive to invest in plant and equipment, to train the workers, if we're all trying to save now rather than spend. So that's the problem of sinking funds approach to retirement. And the Social Security Trust Fund is a sinking fund approach. It's fundamentally wrong-headed. What can we do today? So if you ask economists, what should we do? You will almost always get them saying, oh, we need to invest more. Okay? And no one can argue with that. Investing in plant and equipment. But then you think about that a little more deeply. Okay, what kinds of private investments could we make now that will be useful for the year 2050 to take care of retirees that year? Pretty hard to come up with anything that private investors today could do to care for the elderly in 2050. So what does it come down to? Education is one path, okay? And that will largely be public investment in education. And the other is public infrastructure. Those are the two things we ought to be doing now. Those clearly can help us prepare in the year 2050, while we can think of hardly anything that the private sector could do to prepare us for 2050. So we ought to be investing in education and public infrastructure, and very long-lived public infrastructure, probably basic science research, all the things that government needs to play a huge role in, and of course, which we are not doing because the government is supposed to be broke. So we're not doing the only things that actually will help us take care of retirees in the future.